I really do much more prefer to be behind the camera than in front of the camera. I feel like whenever you just sort of point a camera at you, like my brain freezes up and I'm like trying to form words, and it's like I finish that off and I still got like, hang on, I've got the rest of this to still talk about. Anyway, focus again, David. So yeah, what are these other things I've got to? Oh yeah, I just that's right. This is one of the stretchy XLR cables. So this is basically. Like for me, I normally just have a very short tail, maybe this long, going from the end of my recorder going up to, from my burn pole cable going out, because I just feel like it reduces the chance of damage being done in the connection there if I'm not needing to unplug there at that point so often whenever I want to step away from my burn pole and just sort of put it somewhere as I've got my hands free. So rather than plugging the cable from my burn pole straight into my recorder, I have a small connection, so I just got like the little towel hanging out the edge of my bag. This is kind of the same concept, but like longer. So this is like useful, I guess you've got an internal cabled one. So for the point coming out of your external cable, so you're internally, see what I mean about when I point a camera at me, I lose all sense of like where my words are forming. So you're internally cabled burn pole. You would plug this into it and that into your recorder. So then you've got round about the right length to sort of burn up like this while sort of unplugging like that, and it comes back down again. So that's sort of the purpose of that. Anyway, it was in brand new condition, as you can see. It was just, and the person, I guess, had bought it and decided to use it. And so it's got it like half its normal price retail, so good stuff. Okay, other things. I know that bottom box underneath this is some more Lectrosonics that I picked up, but this is a mist. No, wait, I should know what this is. This should be my Sound Devices Mix Pre. No? Where is. Oh. I'm pretty sure I just recently put a Sound Devices Mix Pre 3, so this can't be it. The box size and shape is wrong, the weight's wrong, unless. Curious. Anyway, this is. Oh yeah, another LMa Block 26. Yeah, like I picked this up for $50, and it comes with like a lav mic, so it's pretty much like, man, just for the price of like what the lav mic is, $50. Like, yeah, another LMa. The rest of it is packaging. Man, getting all that extra weight. I really like prefer. I mean, it's good to see stuff when it's well packaged up and being kept secure during the shipments. But also, like, I have to pay on terms of volume, so I often like it when they package it with like the least possible while still keeping it safe. And I'm really quite surprised here because I thought this box of collected shipment is the one with my Sound Devices Mix Pre 3, because I just bought a Mix Pre 3, and this is the last box in the collected group. I'm sure this is not the Mix Pre 3, because here it actually says on it, Lectrosonics UCR411s. So, yeah, maybe it's still sitting at the warehouse. Making me be a little bit worried about that. But yeah, like I have bought Sound Devices Mix Pre 3 just because I want, like, it's such a small, cute little device. It's like size of a sandwich. Not that I ever eat sandwiches, evil carbs that they are. But yeah, like I really want to build up like a super mini lightweight bag kit with the Sound Devices Mix Pre 3, just for when I'm running around in the bush and up and down mountains and, you know, keeping that lightweight and nimble. And yeah, this is exciting stuff. It is too, because again, I think, like I said, lots of companies are trying to get rid of their 600 megahertz, and these companies are sort of deal and taking in the stuff that big corporates don't want anymore, and they sort of just buy bulk deals, and then they handle the reselling them off individually. My brother actually founded a company while he was at uni that is still has massively grown since then, still running now some 10, 15 years later, that basically was buying like container loads worth of ex-lease PCs. So, an office would be using, 100 of these PCs and then upgrade them to another new ones 5, 10 years later, and he would buy these in massive bulk deal of them, like by the container load even, and you get a really, really big savings on that in terms of the price he's paying per cost, but then he puts in the hassle of like checking if they work, selling off each one individually one by one, that a big company doesn't want to go through that hassle of. And so that's kind of what's happened. I'm not like buying these directly off somebody who's personally using them. I really think what happened is that there's probably some company that's got a agreement with a university or a broadcasting station, and they just take everything they get rid of at the end of the year, be it a printer, be it a computer, be it Lectrosonics wireless, and so they don't really necessarily know what they're selling, and so their descriptions can be a bit vague and whatever. But yeah, but if you're willing to just go with it and buy it off them, there's some good deals. I mean, like I said, I was a little bit surprised when I was expecting it. I was expecting the reason they're selling it off was that it was going to be all blocks of 600 megahertz, and that's what I saw from the photos. So like I said, sometimes you get stuff unexpected. Like I wasn't expecting that block 21. I was expecting this block 25. But again, I'm okay taking that sort of small risk because the price was so good, and I can still use a block 21. Well, actually, this one, it turned out to be block 22. It's going to be much more useful for me. So I don't know about the block 21. Maybe I will just on-sell it to somebody else if somebody else wants it, because to be honest, that's actually more useful for a lot of people, especially in America, than this. Although block 21 is still useful in New Zealand, so I just don't have any block 21 receivers. So I don't know. I'll think about it. So yeah, there we go. So that's one of the 411s, and oh yes, exactly. This is what I was telling you about. I saw it in the photos. I saw in the photos how they were selling it, that they had these stickers on them. It has, for instance, it says non-usable frequency range. And I'm like, wow, that's very usable frequency range for me, because it is a 26. Yeah, sweet. This is because and so yeah, I was like, sweet, because so this is a UCR411, which is basically similar to this in terms of size and buttons and everything, except that it's the latest, well, not the latest, but much more modern 400 series modulation versus the 200 series. And yeah, so this is regarded as still the best that Lectrosonics was making, the UCR411s. The Lectrosonics SRC is meant to be more or less the same quality to them. So it's the very latest of the SR series. And I have been preferring to buy, well, not the SRC because it's the latest and it's still pretty pricey, but some of the older SRs series, because they're just so much lighter, and you get 2 channels versus the combined extra weight of having 2. And also they're kind of cheaper per channel. I was finding buying Lectrosonics SRs because it's the same price as 2 of these. But I haven't really seen any block 26 SRs, not at the really, really good prices I was seeing them only a year ago, 18 months ago. I was kind of expecting their prices to keep on trending down and down as we got closer to the final cutoff date. So, I mean, there's been occasional super good bargains for the SRs, Lectrosonics SRs, but I've just kind of missed out on it, or it just hasn't popped up as often. And the UCR411s though, my feeling is their price has kept on trending down and down. So yeah, eventually got to the point where I sort of thought, maybe it does make sense to now get a couple of UCR411s, because their relative price ratio to Lectrosonics SRs got to the point that, it's okay, why not get a couple? I mean, I don't have any. I might as well, just get 1 or 2 and see at least what I personally get to think of them. So yeah, cool. I've got So anyway, that's enough of my rambling on, and that's everything. I'm not really sure where I guess my sound devices must be 3 must still be at the warehouse. Yeah. Anyway, it sounds a bit confusing when stuff comes into the warehouse because, they don't necessarily tell you in the notification email from my reshipper what's actually there. I mean, there are different reshipper services that actually give you an option that they will take a photo of what's inside there, which is quite useful. I mean, you can pay extra for that service. But the New Zealand Post that I use, or the New Zealand Post UShop, they don't even offer like that. They don't offer lots of extra features like taking photos, so you know what's inside it. So often I like sort of look at it and like, I think that's what's arrived at it. So I was kind of like expecting my Sound Devices Mix Pre 3 to be here in my shipment, but I don't know, it'll come along with my next big bundle of containments, and I can talk about, a little bit more about why I decided to get a Mix Pre 3. Because my opinions upon Mix Pre 3, it's not been like the most positive, but my opinion has sort of changed about like what I've been doing. I think it could be a good addition to my range of tools I have. Anyway, I'm rambling on again. Let's just call this to the end and wish everybody else a fantastic 2020.